The best of high school sports is right here. Live from Studio A in Yuma, Arizona. Friday Night Lights starts right now. Sponsored by Exceptional Community Hospital.
Welcome to Week 8 of Friday Night Lights, sponsored by Exceptional Health. I'm Morgan Feller. Beside me is my co-host, Jalen Fawn.
Let's kick things off in the Imperial Valley, where we want to take a look at two undefeated powerhouses facing off in their IVL openers.
Yeah, Jalen, this is our marquee match of the night. We have the Imperial Tigers taking the trip to Cal Jones Field to face the Central Spartans. Central has dominated this matchup in recent years, winning 8 straight games from 2017 to 2023. But Imperial would prevail in their most recent battle, coming out on top 26-14 last season.
That's right, we are in store for a barn burner between the top dogs in the IVL, and it did not disappoint.
There are those Spartans, undefeated, trying to defend their home turf, coming in, and the Tigers haven't won at Cal Jones Field in 10 years in this matchup. Early on in the first, Urena drops back, and he floats this one, deflected at the line of scrimmage as Central's linebacker Emiliano Morales comes up with the pick six. Crowd going bananas. Spartans take a 7-0 lead to start the game. Ensuing possession, Imperial trying to get things going. Urena drops back and finds his receiver. That is sophomore Trey Ruiz making a play, getting upfield, putting the Tigers in good field position. Then just a few plays later, Urena unloads one deep, finding Gio Robles, who makes a sliding catch down at the Central 1-yard line. What an amazing play from the standout wide receiver, who had a big night as they decide to go right back to him on the next play with a slant route. He had a big night, results in the only Imperial touchdown in this ball game. Central trying to get going offensively. They're trying Matthew Liziola in the Wildcat for a big run into Imperial territory, but end up punting a few plays later. Central couldn't get it going offensively all night, being held to just 7 points, and the Imperial Tigers end up hitting a game-winning field goal. Let's get that scoreboard up with just under a minute to go. They get their first win in 10 years on the road against the Central Spartans. David Shaw and company advance to 7-0 on the season.
Cibola Raiders take the field on homecoming night against the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets out of Blythe. Let's go over to the first drive from scrimmage. Cibola clogs up the lane, but running back cuts it up, gapping with strides right here. It's Darius Scott getting to the outside for a first down before being tackled by Marquise Montag. Flipping sides right here, Damian Sanchez takes the handoff, bursts through the hole, and gives the defender a face full of stiff arm. Get hyped, young fella. The face mask adds yet another 15 yards to that run. Raiders on the brink of the red zone. Darian Alvarez gets the ball, trying to find the boundary, but Aiden Walker had other plans. He bolts upfield for the great tackle, and he was not done. 2 plays later, Xavier Rodriguez is looking for his receiver, but pump fakes and fires up and throws off trajectory. Walker is there for the interception, and he finds a big opening, taking the ball to midfield. The wind forced a low-scoring affair right here between Cibola, as they would come away with a 1-point victory, 7-6.
To Ricky Gwynn Stadium we go, where the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks are looking for their second win of the season against the Sunrise Mountain Mustangs. Shamrocks QB Nash Ott from under center drops back and throws a deep ball to Brody Amon, who sets YC up for first and goal. A few plays later, Ott from shotgun hits Amon on a quick slant route for the touchdown. He had a big day. YC would miss the field goal and only go up 6-0. The Shamrocks on offense once again as they continue to attack through the air. Ott goes deep to who? Amon again for the touchdown. The duo makes it 12-0. The Mustangs on offense looking to respond as QB Cade Coley fires a shot in the middle of the field, but it's picked off by defensive back Riot Rumley. Shamrock's ball. YC in the red zone as Ott turns to his right and finds tight end Maximiliano Orozco wide open for the third touchdown of the night. YC up 19-0. 3 seconds left in the half. Mustangs. Coley rolls out to his wide receiver Tanner Austin, and they will eventually score to end the half. YC up 19-7. Yuma Catholic would go on to win the game. They'll look to continue their win streak next week against the Cactus Cobras. Coming up next, the Kofa Kings look to level out at 500, hoping to hit the 3-win mark in a season for the first time since 2017 against an injured Somerton Toros squad.
Plus, the Brawley Wildcats, hoping to build off of last week's 28-14 victory over Calexico. They got University City tonight in the Wildcats' den.
Yeah, we're marching down the field and picking up every first down along the way. More Friday Night Lights right after this short water break.
You're watching Friday Night Lights on News 11.
Getting the home of your dreams is easy during the home makeover sale at Furniture Row. Find great deals on sofas, bedrooms, and dining groups. Or get 60 months no-interest financing. The home makeover sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Here in the Imperial Valley, you've got 3 Quick Lane locations ready for you. At the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and in Brawley, where you'll also find our off-road and collision center. At Quick Lane, we take care of your car with oil changes, brakes, tires, and more. Always with specialized technicians. And the best part, we service all makes and models. Trust Quick Lane. Fast, reliable, professional service. It's just that easy at Quick Lane.
Life is better with tacos. Come and enjoy our delicious tacos and tostadas. Don't miss Taco Tuesdays at Tacos Marlene, where you can get 2 fish tacos and a drink for only $8.95. We also offer ceviche and taco trays that are perfect for your gatherings. For your convenience, we're open every day from 11 to 7. We have drive-thru and delivery. Visit us in Yuma.
We said we'd never break the 3-second rule. We'd never make a separate dinner. And never do that. We'd never let them sleep in our room. And never become a minivan mom.
Hey, Chris. Okay, well, I'm not at my desk right now.
As parents, we say never a lot, but never happens. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
It's the 30th anniversary sale at Denver Mattress. And that means 30% off the Consumer Reports recommended Doctor's Choice plush. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or score 60 months no interest and free shipping. The 30th anniversary sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Join us for FNL, sponsored by Exceptional Community Hospital. You're watching Friday Night Lights, home of football from across the desert Southwest.
Welcome back to Week 8 of Friday Night Lights. I'm Morgan Feller. Next to me is Jalen Fong.
Yes, Morg, let's take a look at the Kofa Kings, who earlier this year broke a 27-game losing streak. They hope to build upon their best season and match their win total from back in 2017, their best year out of the last 8.
Yeah, on the flip side, the Toros are searching for their first win as a varsity program. 2 Yuma County teams fighting for wins for different reasons. Jalen, take us away.
That's right. We're going to take you to the kingdom right here. Kofa looks to get back to 500 on the year as they take on the winless Somerton Toros. Let's go to the right here. Check in the second quarter. We go. Kofa in possession. Quarterback Isaac Paxton takes a snap and throws it to Jesse Gastelum. He evades a defender and breaks a tackle before being tripped up by Luis Mendoza on the Toro side of the field. A few moments later, Paxton dropping back to pass. He throws one up to the end zone, but Enoch Valentiera breaks up the pass to prevent 6 on the scoreboard. Somerton with the ball now. Angel Marquez breaks through the line for a big loss. Kofa Kings stave off the Toros another defensive trip. Next up here is Antonio Ochoa getting the ball as he waves through traffic and eventually going down after a nice gain on the ground. Now it's Paxton coming up right here with the screen pass coming up here shortly, but the ball goes off the receiver's hands. Isaac Valdez comes up with the interception. The Toros were unable to mount much offense, however, and the Kings would rout Somerton 32-0 and get their third win on the year, their first time getting 3 wins since back in 2017.
To Warren Field we go, where the Brawley Wildcats hosted the University City Centurions. Let's pick this one up in the first quarter. University City deep in their own territory, and Brawley is going to generate pressure, and Jared Gutierrez gets home for the sack. I love that Sally. That was awesome. University City would end up punting. In the next series, the Wildcats were able to orchestrate a drive and get down within the 5. Aiden Arikive puts his head down and powers his way into the end zone. University City with the ball once again. Brawley's defense was putting pressure on the entire night, but they finally moved the ball. Thomas Dietrich able to find Antonio Schaff on third down, but it wouldn't matter. Moments later, that Brawley defense I was just talking about swarms the ball carrier in the backfield. Gutierrez pops the ball out. Rodolfo Pena picks it up for the Brawley turnover. Moments after the fumble recovery in the second quarter, Adrian Zamora gets his number called on an outside run, has some room to run as he cuts in and out. He is going to score on a 37-yard touchdown run. Cats go up 14-0. Brawley wouldn't score again, but it would be enough as their defense mauled the Centurions. They would win 14-7.
To Curly Culp Memorial Stadium at Doane Field, the Yuma Criminals welcoming in their crosstown rival Gila Ridge for both teams' region opener. We're going to pick these up midway through the first quarter. The Crims put the pigskin on the turf, and it's pounced on by Christopher Inglet, giving the Hawks a short field to work with. Now the Hawks inside the Yuma 10-yard line. Isaac Solis is going to take the shotgun snap and slings it to the flat to Prentice Box III. He is met initially by Cameron Rodriguez before being taken down by a host of criminals. The next play, though, Solis would just hand it off to Box III, and he would easily stroll in for a Gila Ridge touchdown. Criminal offense now back on field, and things would just go from bad to worse for Armando Mosquera's squad. Yet another ball put on the ground and picked up once again by the Hawks, who would score another touchdown on their ensuing drive. Criminals looking for some positive momentum, and they would find it on special teams as Rodriguez would bob and weave through a couple of defenders on his way to the 40-yard line, and great starting field position. Unfortunately, Yuma just could not get anything rolling offensively. Gila Ridge would roll in this one, winning by a final of 56-0. They move on to 5-1 on the year. Meanwhile, Yuma remains winless on the year.
Man, that Gila Ridge team is legit. We have a lot more to get to, including a matchup from last night, our helmet props, play of the night, and out-of-town scoreboards.
We're going to be right back right after this quick TV timeout.
Welcome in, I'm Skylar Heisey, and here's what's coming up Monday on Sunrise. A new report says a diet could help feed the world by 2050 and cut global emissions in half. We'll show you what's on the menu. Plus, Snapchat says it needs help paying the bills. The company plans to start charging some users to keep their saved memories. Who will have to pay and how much it could impact millions of accounts. You can find these stories and more Monday only on Sunrise.
Country music star Chris Young live at the 13th annual Bridget's Gift Western Dance and Barbecue, sponsored by Alexander Automotive Group and Barclay Ag Enterprises.
Young loving Saturday nights.
Saturday, October 25th at Coco Pa Casino. Dinner is included. Tickets at bridgetsgift.com. Don't miss Chris Young.
Is getting you home.
We said we'd never give in to a meltdown. We'd never babysit with a screen. We said we'd never let the toys take over.
Mariella!
Never leave the house looking, well, and never let them out of our sight. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
I can't get a hold of my mom.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Hello?
This is Life Alert. Your mother had an emergency, and we dispatched paramedics to her home.
What happened?
She had a fall, but don't worry. She is safe, and the paramedics are helping her right now.
Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes, whether it's to report a fall, a medical emergency, or an intruder. With one simple touch of a button, Life Alert sends help immediately.
Call 800-230-6030. That's 800-230-6030.
You're watching Friday Night Lights, home of football from across the desert Southwest.
Welcome back once again. We want to give a special thank you to our sponsor, Exceptional Community Hospital. We've covered a lot already, but we aren't done yet. Holtville is trying to establish themselves as a top team in the Imperial Valley League with Imperial and Central top dogs, and they're off to a good start before league play begins.
They sure are. Holtville came into this one against Southwest on a 3-game winning streak, but Southwest has been quietly improving under new head coach Bo Seibel.
That's right. Let's head out to the Valley where the Southwest Eagles made the trip to Viking territory at Burger Field. Here's those Vikings early in the first quarter. Senior quarterback Alonzo Cuevas drops back and throws a beauty of a deep ball to Kai Estrada for the big gain. They would score shortly after that and convert the 2-point conversion to go up 16-0 a little later. In the game, Southwest going to punt, and it's blocked. I don't think we've seen a blocked punt yet, Jalen. This is Axel Gomez. He's going to pick it up, take it within the 10. Holtville would end up scoring once again on the following drive for Southwest. They start to get some momentum as Thomas Gomez fires quickly to Leonardo Valenzuela for a nice gain, but it wouldn't result in anything as they threw an interception on the next play early in the second quarter. Enrique Armas gets his number called. Whoop! Look at that juke. That was beautiful. Shaking Eagles off the field as he trots in for the score. Holtville would cruise past the Eagles 54-6 as they advance to 5-1. Meanwhile, Southwest falls to 1-6. Holtville had 5 people score in this game. Both teams will start division play in their next contest. Well, that was another great day of highlights. Always so much fun. But let's pivot to our helmet props now. Jalen, I'll let you take the lead here.
I mean, so many great games, so many great contests. That Imperial Central game going down to the wire with the last-second field goal. But you know what? I'm going to go and stick on the wild side right here. The Brawley Wildcats are my helmet prop. Bert Esposito and that tremendous defense, that the game you were out to. 14-7 over the Centurions, who are a very formidable team in San Diego that I know of. And I know that's a huge win, a huge momentum builder and boost of confidence for the Wildcats as they begin league play. And guess what? They're on a bye week next week, getting some healthier guys before they go against Holtville, Central, and Imperial. So look out for Brawley, not dead yet in the IVL.
No, their defense was flying around the field. They looked really good. I'm going to roll with the Kofa Kings here. We've said it a couple times on the show, but they have won their 3rd game of the season. This is the first time they hit that win total since 2017. They have a chance to match their win total in 2016, which was 5 wins. They face some tough opponents down the stretch, so it won't come easy. But Austin Browning has got these Kings, doing better than they ever have. They're sitting at 500, which is looking pretty good.
Got a short week this week. I know got to go on the road to Gila Ridge. It's going to be a huge matchup, to a good little litmus test to see how their program is stacking up. Because Gila Ridge looks like the best program in Yuma County this year.
Absolutely. Gila Ridge has been just steamrolling. I feel like they have a ton of talent on both sides of the ball. And you mentioned Prentice in your highlight, Kai or Hongo. And Coda, so they got some dogs over there.
A lot of great athletes over there for Jessica Slaughter's squad. Now let's take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard right here.
Yeah, we got the Antelope Rams who beat the Highland Prep West Hornets 27-13, and Vincent Memorial would end up falling 7-21 against the Coastal Academy Stingrays.
And we're going to switch the page over here to our next roundup of highlights right here, our scoreboards. I don't know if that's going to pop up right now. Calipatria coming away with a big victory right here, 38-0 against Foothills Christian at home. They have a short week. They are welcoming in the Somerton Toros on Thursday. And last night, San Pasqual falling difficult 21-20. They have the Telegraph Pass Cup against Antelope next week, so a huge rivalry game next week for San Pascual looking to match up.
Let's take a look at that play of the night. Let's get that pulled up here. We're going to YC. Nashot drops back and finds Brady Amon. Fits it into that tight window. Great catch by Brady. Amazing concentration. Excellent play there. And we're just going to wrap up. We're going to go to today's best, just show you the best from the Desert Southwest. A special thank you to our sponsors, Exceptional Community Hospitals. We say good